Andrew Gorge with Scout.com here with Coach Morgan Scalley. Coach, how has fall camp gone through first 2 weeks?
Good. It's a grind. It's a grind. The secondary shaping up well. Just solidifying spots right now. Eric Rose continuing to do well, and then Michael Walker stepped up as a guy that's been consistent playmaker. So right now, Michael's the one to beat at the strong safety spot.
Talk about Michael. Have you guys fully transitioned him back from corner to safety? Because he started out at safety here, then went to corner, and now he's back there?
Yeah, and it really wasn't that big of a switch. He went to corner, but he was really a nickel, and the nickel does similar things to our strong safety when the strong safety's asked to go cover on there. So a lot of the teaching is the same. Once we get into our bigger packages, 12 personnel, 22 personnel, that's where it varies a little bit. But Mike's a guy that he knows corner play, he knows safety play, so it was easy for him to come back.
How big of a hit was it not to get Tevin Carter here?
Well, we make it rule not to talk about guys that aren't here. So bottom line is we got the guys that we got, and we're excited about them. They've made progress. Darshawn Taggart's another guy that's come along. He's a transfer from Weber State. He's doing some really good things. And then Tyron Morris, Quay, both guys that have played in the past for us. So we've got some guys, and obviously we've got to do what we've talked about earlier on, and that's make plays on the ball and be better tacklers.
Talk about Tyron. Coming out of spring, he was listed at the starter at that strong safety. Now he's kind of battling both Michael Walker and Charles Henderson. Is he kind of taking a step back during fall, or is it other guys stepping up?
Well, first of all, I don't think anyone was listed as a starter. I mean, he may have come out on a depth chart, but bottom line is that nothing was ever solidified, and they knew that going into fall camp. But things have happened to the point where, again, I'm going to play the guy that's the most consistent, and right now that's Michael Walker. Tyron hadn't been horrible, he's made progress, but right now the guy that's making the most consistent plays, and that's Michael Walker.
You had Micah Thomas over with the safeties for a couple days. He put back on the quarterback jersey today. Talk about him as far as a possible safety prospect down the road.
Yeah, it's something that he approached us about, and we wanted to see if he could make that early transition, and it looks like that may be something down the road. But bottom line right now is we're going to go with the guys that we got, and if we need him, he's a team player and he's ready and willing to do it. So,
what about Charles Henderson? He had a very good first week of camp. Now he's kind of struggling to get healthy again. How's he progressed from wide receiver to safety?
He's been great, and it's just unfortunate. The injury, obviously hampered him, but he's a guy that once he gets healthy, will be thrown back into the mix.
What's the one thing you look for a safety? What's the one thing you have to have in looking at a prospect that you got to have to be a safety at Utah?
Well, I don't know that you can really pinpoint one thing. You got to be able to make plays on the ball, and you got to be smart.
What are you guys working on this fall just to make sure there's more turnovers this season? There was a severe lack of turnovers, especially from the secondary as far as interceptions. What are you guys doing to try and correct that?
Well, obviously more drills on ball security, more drills on interceptions. You see us out here early on in practice in individual drills, and a lot of the drills that we do involve the football, and then getting used to catching that thing and finishing drills. We had them in our hands, which means our technique was where it needs to be as far as getting them there, but we got to finish, and that's what we're working on right now.